Welcome to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to make my newest creation. I called this a little bit of everything pocket shawl. And this is the big pocket. It is even double stitched, and I'll show you all about that when we get to it. So what do you need? Whoa, too close. Okay, so I used this skein of yarn. In all, I had bought 6 skeins of this yarn, and this is all that's left of the 6th skein. This is Mandala Ombre. It is 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 344 yards, and 315 meters. It is considered a medium 4-weight, and the color is Balance. So instead of making, sorry about that, instead of making the big shawl, I'm just going to make a little one. You will also need a darning needle and a 5.0 millimeter hook and a pair of scissors. If you're ready, let's get to it. If you're wanting to make the big shawl, you need to start out with 86 chains. But in this case, I'm going to start out with a small sample, and I'm going to make 22 chains. Plus 2 chains, so 24 chains altogether. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to work in the back bumps. And I'm going to skip the first chain, and crochet into the second chain. And we're going to make a double crochet. And we're just going to continue and make a double crochet all the way across. Sorry about that noise, that was my phone going off. So just continue to make one double crochet in each stitch across. Okay, once you have that done, you have 2 choices. You can chain 3 and turn, but I'm going to turn my work and go back into that first stitch and make a single crochet. And then I'm going to go into this second loop and make another single crochet, and that's going to count as my double crochet throughout the whole pattern. Like I said, if you don't like that method, you can do the chain 3, and then that will count as your double crochet. So now we just need to double crochet in each stitch across, and I'll be back when mine is done. And sorry about the alarm going off. Okay, so I finished the second row, and I went ahead and did my first double crochet. So now you need to make one more double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do something different. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the following stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the following stitch. This is your repeat all the way across. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next spot. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next spot. I'll meet back up with you when I'm done. Well, I'll just stay here. I ain't got too much left to do. And then we place 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So now you should have something that looks like this. And I would like to mention that on some ends you'll have 2 double crochets, and on the other end you can have 3 double crochets. So now we need a total of 6 rows of these boxes. So I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, counts as my first double crochet, and then double crochet in the next stitch, and start again. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the space. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the space. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the space. And you're going to do that all the way across. I'm at my last 2 stitches, and I'm just going to place 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. I would like to mention throughout this whole shawl you will always have at least 2 double crochets on the first end and on the second end. So this is all we're going to do for the next 4 rows. Turn your work, make your first double crochet either with the single crochets or the chain 3. Place 1 double crochet in the following stitch, then chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the space. When I get my 6 rows total, I'll return to you. I would like to mention that I messed up on the chain count at the beginning. It's bothering me, so that's why I'm telling you now. You need to start off with 85 instead of 84. I had to go back and recount it because I had to start off with 23 instead of 24 with this one. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've made it to my 6th row. Now we're going to turn our work, make our first double crochet. For the next 2 rows, you're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch, but in this first row, I'll show you how to do it. So you place your 1 double crochet in each double crochet. and a double crochet in each one chain one spot. So that's all you're going to do. One double crochet in the double crochet, one double crochet in the chain one spot. When you get done with this row, do one more row of double crochet and I'll be back with you. Okay, now you should have something that looks like this. So turn your work, make that one double crochet, and then double crochet in the following stitch, and we're going to repeat this square stitch. Chain one, skip one, one double crochet. Chain one, skip one, double crochet. Chain one, skip one, all the way across. Chain one, skip one, one double crochet. And you will need to do 6 rows of this. Once my 6 rows are done, I'll be back. Once you get to the end, make sure you put your 2 double crochets in the last 2 stitches. So 5 more rows of these blocks. Okay, now I've got done with the boxes, and now we're going to do 2 more rows of the double crochet in each stitch across, 1 double crochet in each double crochet, 1 double crochet in each one chain space. Then you're going to turn your work and do a second row of double crochets, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then we'll move on to something new. So once again, once I get my 2 rows done, I'll join back up with you. Okay, so now we're going to turn our work. We're going to place 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and 1 double crochet in the second stitch. And we're going to chain 1. We're going to zoom in just a little. Yarn over hook, go into the next stitch, yarn over hook, bring up a loop, yarn over hook, go in the next stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over hook, go in the next stitch, and bring up a loop. You should have 7 loops on your hook. You're going to go through 6 of them. Then you're going to yarn over your hook and go through the last 2, and then you're going to chain 1. I'll do that again with you. Yarn over hook. We're going to go into the last space that you did your last stitch. Yarn over hook, pull up a loop, yarn over hook, go in the next stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over hook, go in your next stitch and bring up a loop. You should have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over hook, go through the first 6, yarn over, go through the next 2, chain 1. You're going to do this all the way across. Don't forget to chain 1. I'll say it again. Yarn over hook, go into your stitch, pull up a loop. Yarn over hook, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. Yarn over hook, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 6. Yarn over, go through 2, chain 1. Just keep repeating that until you get to the last 2 stitches. Okay, so I'm on my last little triangle, and I'm not going to be able to do all 3 stitches. So I'm going to go into this last loop, pull up into this last stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. I now have 5 loops on my hook. I'm going to go through 4 of them, yarn over, go through 2 of them, chain 1, and then we're going to place 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so once you get to the end, we're going to turn our work, good grief. Going to put 1 double crochet in this first stitch. And then we're going to place 1 double crochet in that next double crochet. Then in each space we're going to place 1 double crochet, and on top of the little triangle thing we did, we're going to place 1 double crochet. So 1 double crochet in each chain 1 spot and 1 double crochet on the triangle. You're going to do this all the way across, and when mine's done, I'll return. So now we're going to do 2 more sets of those. The triangle row and the double crochet row. So I'll show you one more time. Double crochet in the first stitch, double crochet in the second stitch. Time to make the triangles. Yarn over, go through that next stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the next stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the next stitch. Pull up the loop. Should have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through first 6. Yarn over, go through the second 6. The second 2, I'm so sorry, and chain 1. Go into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 6, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1. One more time, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 6, yarn over, go through 2, chain 1. So you'll be going through 3 stitches at once. And in other words, it's a 3 half a double crochets together. Only when you start your new one, you start in the last stitch you stopped in. Don't forget that you might have to do the chain the 2 together instead of 3 at the end. So what I want you to do is I want you to finish this row with the triangles or the half a double 3 together, then do a row of double crochet, another row of these triangles, and another row of the half a double crochet. You should have 3 sets of the triangles, and when that's done, I'll return. So once you're done with that, now I need to do one more row of double crochets. If you hear music in the background, my daughter's listening to some music, so that's what it is, and I'm sorry for that. So do one double crochet in each stitch crossed. Okay, so now it's time to repeat some rows. So you need to go back down to the bottom. We've just done these 2 rows of double crochet. Then you need to repeat the 6 rows of the boxes, 2 rows of the double crochet, 6 rows of the boxes, and 2 rows of the double crochet. So 18 rows we need to repeat. Well, minus the 2 rows of the double crochet. So we've done the 2 double crochets here. Now you need to repeat from row 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, to 18. And then when you come back, we'll do something different. Okay, so once you've gotten those 18 rows done, or the 16 rows done, you need to turn your work, double crochet into your first stitch, double crochet into the second stitch, and we're going to do 1 row of the boxes. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, all the way across. And then 1 double crochet in the last 2 stitches. So turn your work, double crochet in the first stitch, double crochet in the second stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the chain 1 space, so this is your 2 double crochets in the first spot, and then a box, and then we're going to make 15 double crochets next. If you're wondering, this is the midwife pattern. So we're going to double crochet in the double crochets and double crochet in the chain 1 spot until you have 15. Okay, so I'm on my last double crochet. Actually, I need one more double crochet. I'm going to chain 1, skip this chain 1 space, and double crochet in the last 2 stitches. And then we're going to chain our work. Then we're going to turn our work. So turn your work, double crochet in the first stitch, double crochet in the second stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in that following stitch. So now we need to double crochet in the next 5 stitches for a total of 6 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 3, skip 3, double crochet in the 4th stitch, and then double crochet in the next 5. Chain 1, skip that chain 1 space, double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in that last stitch. Turn your work. And of course, with your shawl, it'll be a lot bigger than what this little swatch I'm doing. So once you turn, we're going to make a double crochet in the first stitch, double crochet in the second stitch, chain 1, skip that chain 1 spot, and double crochet in the next stitch. So now we need to double crochet 3 more times, 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches for a total of 4 double crochets. Then we're going to chain 3, skip these 2, and slip stitch into the chain 3 space. And and chain 3 again, skip the first 2 double crochets and double crochet in the third double crochet. Then we need to double crochet 3 more times. Chain 1, skip that space, double crochet in the next stitch and double crochet in this last stitch. Sometimes the last stitches are a little hard to get into. And excuse my daughter for talking. Okay, so once you turn your work, I'm sorry about my daughter interrupting. She didn't know I was still videotaping. Double crochet in the next space, chain 1, skip the chain 1, and double crochet in the following stitch. Double crochet in the next 3 double crochets, in the chain 3 space, double crochet twice, chain 3, in this chain 3 space, double crochet twice, double crochet, and the next 4 stitches. Chain 1, skip the chain 1 space, double crochet in the next 2, in the last 2 stitches. Turn your work. Double crochet in the first 2 spaces, chain 1, skip the chain 1 space, double crochet in the next 6 stitches, place 3 double crochet in that chain 3 space, double crochet in the next space, in the next stitch, and double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Chain 1, double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Turn your work. Double crochet in the first 2 stitches. Now we're going to do a row of the boxes. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet all the way across. So once you get that spot done, this is what you should have so far. That's what we just did. So now comes the repeat rows again. So you need to repeat rows 1 through 18. I'm trying to make this video short. I should be packing right now because we go on vacation tomorrow and I won't be back until the 27th. But I'm hoping in that time frame you will have a giveaway coming up on the 20th, and then you'll have this shawl that you can make. I'm hoping to get it all done tonight. And then I'm hoping to put up a couple shorts throughout my vacation. And then once I get back, then we'll do some more tutorials. So now you need to repeat rows 1 through 18, and when you come back, when I come back, we will make the Victorian star square. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so this is what you should have, something that looks like this. This is the beginning of the shawl, and it goes clear over to here. As you can see, I've done 5 of those squares. Okay, let's zoom this back in some. So now that you've gotten your 18 rows repeated, when you turn your work, you need to double crochet in the first 2 stitches, and we need to make 1 row of the boxes. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, all the way across. I would like to mention, well, let me get done with this row of boxes. Since I'm just doing the one swatch, the one box, like when you're doing these patterns, at the beginning you do the chain 2, skip 1, chain 1, and then you do your pattern. After your pattern, you do your box, your chain 1, skip 1 box, and then you go on to your next little pattern. And you keep doing that. The chain 2s are only at the beginning and the end of the whole shawl. Alright, let's get on with it. Okay, so we did the boxes, so we're now going to do 1 row of double crochet. So double crochet in the first 2 stitches, and then you'll make 1 box, and then you'll double crochet in each space, double crochet in each double crochet until you reach the end. once you get to the last 4 stitches, chain 1 and double crochet in the last 2 stitches. And turn your work. Make 2 double crochets in the first 2 stitches, chain 1, skip the chain 1 space and double crochet in the next space. Now we're going to work on the Victorian star pattern. Okay, so now we need to double crochet in the next 6 stitches for a total of 7 double crochets. And you chain 1, you skip 1 double crochet and double crochet in the next double crochet. Starting with that double crochet, we need 6 more double crochet for a total of 7. Chain 1, skip the space, double crochet. And if you're doing more than 1, then you'll do 7 more double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, and repeat the pattern. Okay, so now we need to place 1 double crochet in the first 2 stitches, chain 1, skip 1, skip the chain 1 space, double crochet in the next stitch. So now we need a total of 5 double crochets, starting with the double crochet you just made. Chain 3, skip 2 double crochets and single crochet in the chain 1 spot. Chain 3, skip 2 double crochets and make 5 double crochets. Chain 1, skip the space, double crochet in the last 2 stitches. Turn your work. I'll be right back.